My dear students, today we will start the chapter 2, that is Rise of Gandhi and the Freedom Movement of India. And basically, it's the history part, as you know. And therefore, what we will know this time, that how Mahatma Gandhi came and how Mahatma Gandhi gave a contributions towards the freedom struggle, and what are the things that was being led by him. That's our important thing here. So the most important point that we will learn this time is the rise of Gandhi, non-cooperation movement, Quit India movement, Indian Independence Act, non-violence movement, civil disobedience movement, and Indian National Army. How these things came to form and how this all things led under him. So every paragraph is not such important, so I will skip it. But what thing you have to do is that you have to study the paragraph, you have to study the whole lesson, and then listen to my explanation. It will be easy for you. So I will start from here. Mahatma Gandhi was born at Porbandar in Gujarat on October 2, 1869. Very important question. For 1 mark question, it comes that when was Mahatma Gandhi born, and then you have to write that he was born in October 2nd, the 2nd October 1869. Where it is? It's in Porbandar, Gujarat. And then he proceeded to England in 1888 to study law and returned to India as a barrister at law in 1891. And then we will just discuss the important points here. He founded a political association known as Natal Indian Congress. Very important it is that before Indian Congress, what was the name? That is Natal Indian Congress, and also a newspaper called Indian Opinion. So sometime the question may come that what was the newspaper that was being edited by, or who was the editor of the newspaper Indian Opinion? So who was it? That Mahatma Gandhi, with a view to educating Indians in political matters and give publicity to their grievances. So what was the main objective behind this newspaper? It was that to educate Indians about the political matters and give publicity to their grievances. Next, it was during the struggle that he used for the first time the weapon of non-violent resistance, later known as Satyagraha, against a humiliating law. The same strategy was adopted against another law which prevented Indians from entering into the Transvaal province. Satyagraha was also offered against a judicial decision which made illegal all Indian marriages in South Africa which were not registered and performed in accordance with Christian rites. Gandhi was arrested and imprisoned for 9 months, but later the government had to compromise in form of Indian Relief Act, and Gandhi was released. So what was the most important thing was that Satyagraha. So that time, this is all the stories are about South Africa. That his Satyagraha, the Satyagraha Act was first taken place not in India. It was taken place in South Africa. That is the word Satyagraha was first used by Gandhi in South Africa. So where he studies barristery, and then he propagated everything, because South Africa, what happened in South Africa also, there was a discrimination going on the basis of color, that how the black lives was being discriminated. So in the same way, he went there and he propagated the Satyagraha movement. And very important question for 1 marks it comes, that the two separate words, what is that? Satya and Graha. Satya means truth and Agraha means adherence, holding fast. So that two important question. One comes that when Gandhiji was born, and Satyagraha was used where? Not in India, it was in South Africa. And the third question, that Satyagraha is been divided into two parts. What is Satyaha and other is Agraha. Satyaha, truth, and Agraha, adherence, holding fast.